Hey team, welcome to the start of another weekly vlog. Today's Tuesday and this week is going to be a little bit different for me anyway. Maybe not much for the vlog, but for me. G is in America this week for work, which is so exciting. He's gone to Nashville, which is so freaking cool. Just for like a week-long work kind of conference thing. He left yesterday and so yeah, this is a week at home all by myself, me and Maurice, chilling at home. If you watched last week's vlog, I was having a little bit of a mentee bee at the end of it, just like my mood was so low and I was really worrying about my mood being low whilst he's away because he normally goes away at this time of year with work and it always coincides with my seasonal affective disorder, but I'm just so adamant not to get bogged down in my own head. And I'm happy to say that I'm feeling a lot brighter now. I think that's because I'm literally about to come on my period. So it was definitely some sort of like PMS in the lead up. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this week in all honesty. I know that sounds so bad. I have been looking forward to this week for a while. Just like spreading out in the bed and just doing loads of knitting and playing loads of video games and basically just slobbing out for a week. I'm so excited. He's back on Saturday, so I just ran and did some errands. I went and posted some returns, posted a vintage parcel, picked up a vintage parcel, got myself some fruit. I'm like not a breakfast person, but I'm still taking these steroids from my ear thing, which I'm still not sure is fixed yet. Like I still feel a little bit odd in that ear, but I have my appointment tomorrow morning. But yeah, I need to eat breakfast with these pills, so my go-to has just been fruit, and I might have an apple and some peanut butter today. Also picked up some vintage that I purchased. It was a bit of an impulse buy, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, love that. Love. That's great. That's actually everything I wanted in a bag. So I wanted like a brown tan bag that was kind of roomy, wasn't crossbody, but did have room for me to like really wear it comfortably over my arm. And I guess, you know what, I probably could get away with wearing this crossbody up there if I did need to. Yes, so chuffed with this. It's like vintage, old. It has got a very big ink stain in the middle, which made it a lot cheaper, that ink stain there. But how much did I buy this for? It's St. Michael Marks and Spencer's, so that's like old Marks and Spencer's. Great quality, considering. It's got this kind of like croc print on it and it will fit my knitting, but also will go with some of the brown items in my wardrobe these days. So how much did I pay for this? £4. What an absolute bargain. Very sophisticated, a little bit of structure, because a lot of my outfits at the moment are quite baggy, so I feel like having this, which is a little bit more structured, will help balance all of that out. The best peanut butter. Yum. Maurice and I have been on the sofa working all morning and it is now 1 o'clock. I'm going to make some lunch. I ordered 4 gustos this week, even though it's just me, but I'm having all the leftovers from the night before for lunch. So for lunch today, hair in my mouth, I've got a chicken noodle, gochujang noodle dish. This is huge though. I don't need all of this, so I think I'll have half of this now with maybe some carrots and hummus as well, because I have some of those left over. I find gusto portions so big. Like, this is like another meal and I've already got a massive bowl, and I had a massive bowl last night as well. I might have my carrots and hummus as a snack. Look at all the mess I've made before I go out to Circus this evening. Okay, I am leaving to go to Circus. I'm a bit worried how boring this vlog is so far. I'm sorry. I think tomorrow and Thursday and Friday should be a little bit more entertaining. But yeah, I look like a scruff bag. I'm in very scruffy outfit right now. It's just been one of those really boring days. I don't know why I vlogged. Oh, I have started a great new podcast though. It's not a new podcast, it's an old podcast, but I'll talk to you about that when I get back because I am running a little bit late. just woken up, showered, made a cup of tea, fed Maurice, and looking in the mirror, oh my god, I'm just like so happy with my skin at the moment. So I thought I'd turn the camera on. I don't know if you can tell, like this probably doesn't look like anything to you, but I have no active spots, and I have had no active spots in like a week or two. I'm so happy with my skin at the moment, and I do put it down to really just minimizing my skincare regime. Like, it's so basic, but it seems to be the most basic it is, the better my skin gets. And then also put it down to these two masks from Current Body, and I still have a video to film for them, but I genuinely think they have made a difference to the amount of spots I've been getting. This lighting here is not flattering, like the overhead lights, but the masks are a big investment. I actually do think I have a discount code coming, hopefully, that I can share with you guys, but yeah, I'm so glad I tried them because my skin hasn't been this good in. So I have my doctor's appointment in about an hour and 15. I think I might put a little bit of makeup on for this just because I want to feel kind of sprightly and productive today. So I think I'm going to sit here with this mask on and then put some makeup on, and then we can go. And you can't really do anything whilst you're wearing this. So I just watch YouTube videos and like write my to-do list for the day. And then my tea will be the perfect temperature. Okay, it is so much later now. That took so long. I had loads of different tests done, but good news is there is nothing sinister going on. In fact, they can't even really explain it, but like my ear health is good. In fact, the ENT said that I've got the best hearing he's ever seen in his whole career, and that's even with my ear still feeling not right. So yeah, I'll tell you about it a bit later. I thought I'd pop to Aldi and B&M whilst I'm here because it's literally opposite the hospital. I never get to go to an Aldi, but apparently one of you guys sent me on Instagram that they're doing yarn now, so I thought I'd go and have a quick look and maybe make a reel about it. Because if any of you want to get into knitting or crochet, I think that might be a really affordable way of getting into it. Some yarn can be very expensive, so I thought I'd check it out. There's also B&M here that I wouldn't mind popping into. They always just have the weirdest snacks and really like rare stuff. So I just wanted to have a little mooch before I head home and work for the rest of the day. I did really not need to go into B&M. It is just full of the most random stuff that I really don't need, but I end up picking up. I'm going to drive home now. The thing I think I'm most excited about finding in there is so stupid. I got Maurice some treats, but also I found this. This is Flumps dry shampoo, so hopefully my hair will smell like marshmallows. Have you ever seen that before? I thought that looked so tacky, but I love the smell of marshmallows. So, right, how do I get home? Oh my god, it's so hot. It's like 21 degrees today, guys. 21 degrees in October. What is going on? I am home and I've got some lunch. Just put myself together. Carrots and peppers. And I had these little spinach and feta parcels. And then I also just went to my local shop and picked up some like salady stuff. So I've got some roasted veg, some tzatziki and some hummus. I'm gonna really quickly eat this and then I need to get on with work for the day because I haven't finished editing the vlog that's going up tonight. So yeah, need to do that next. Thought I'd show you a couple of the bits that I bought today. First up, from Aldi, I bought some sesame seeds. I love sesame seeds. I like sprinkling them on everything. I found these like pretzel, honey mustard and onion pretzel thins. Thought that might be an interesting snack. I bought some yarn, so I bought some Aran weight black chunky yarn. I have been making my dad a hat for Christmas and I've run out of black yarn, and this Looks and feels very similar, and it was so cheap. So I think this might be a good replacement for, because I run out. Did I say that already? I feel like my brain's a bit frazzled. And from B&M, I just picked up the most random stuff. 3-pack of Smarties, some treats for Maurice, his faves. I bought this little salted caramel like coffee syrup. I've had one of these before and it was really nice. You just literally put a squirt in a homemade coffee and it makes it sweet, but apparently it's sugar free. Then I bought my dry shampoo. Let's give this a go. Is it going to smell like Frumps? We do hope so. Well, has that made me really grey? I don't think it smells like Frumps, sadly. It just smells like a sweet, rather than actual vanilla marshmallows, but gives me a nice bit of volume, so I will use all that. I get through so much dry shampoo just because my hair does get a little bit greasy. So yeah, they are the random bits I bought. I also bought some pads. Now though, I'm going to go and edit, like I keep saying I'm going to. I feel like I'm in such a fluster today. I'm making myself a cup of tea and a hot water bottle. I've got the worst period cramps tonight. I've just made myself a really nice massaman curry, which was so good. I've got leftovers for tomorrow. And yeah, for dessert, I'm going to get out some of my faves. Tru Fru, the strawberries. These ones are really, they like this particular batch I've been saving for when G's away, because they're like, somehow they're like even more coated in chocolate than usual. Thought whilst we do this, I can chat to you about podcast recommendation and an audiobook recommendation. So I started listening to a podcast called Sweet Bobby. I think I saw someone talking about it on Instagram stories. I'm not sure when it came out, a couple of years ago, so I'm a bit late on the bandwagon, but it's like a catfishing story based in the UK. Madness. So I literally binged that entire show. I think it's like 6 episodes. I binged it all yesterday. Can you believe that? Like, I just had it on whilst I was working. I was listening on the train to and from circus. And I think I was listening to it when I was knitting in bed as well. So yeah, I got through that so quickly. Recommend. And also they've just brought out a documentary version on Netflix, which came out today. So I've just started watching the documentary. I don't know, maybe I prefer the podcast documentary because, I don't know, maybe it's because I didn't know the story already. I don't really know why I'm watching the documentary, but if you're not a podcast person, then maybe you'd like the doc. And then book-wise, audiobook-wise, I love an audiobook. I was never an audiobook person. I find that I'm really good with an audiobook if it's like a memoir or like an autobiography. Like, that's why I've got through so many like celeb autobiographies this year. But I've realised that I also enjoy an audiobook if it's a book that I've actually previously read before and loved. So I've been using like audiobooks as an opportunity to like re-listen to some of my faves or reread some of my favourite books. So this was a couple of years ago actually. I listened to The Secret History again, which was one of my favourite books ever, and it was just as good on audiobook because Donna Tartt, the author, reads it and her voice is incredible. But I've just started listening to an audiobook called The Passage, which is a book by Justin Cronin, I want to say. It was a book that I read when it first came out. I don't even know how long ago it came out now, like 2011, really long time ago. I've still got my copy upstairs. And it was one of my favourite books. It's kind of like a dystopian pandemic vampire story, but like G was listening to it with me the other night and he was like, this doesn't sound like a apocalyptic dystopian vampire story, because it's just so great. So I wanted to reread that book for so long, but because it's such a big book, it's like huge, I didn't want to have to like commit. I like the idea of reading new content, but I did want to listen to it, so I've been listening to that as an audiobook. I'm like 12 chapters in and it's just as good as I remember. So if you're looking for like a fantasy kind, not even fantasy, it's a bit spooky, but it's told from loads of different characters' perspectives, and it's kind of ramping up now. It's a little bit scary as well, actually. Been listening to those either whilst I edit, if I don't have audio to edit, I'll listen to that, or when I'm knitting, or when I'm travelling. How many of these do I want? I might leave myself a couple for Friday night. And the trick with Tru Fru is not to eat them straight away. Like, you want them to defrost just slightly so they're nice and soft in the centre. So I have got my hot water bottle, my cup of tea, and my snacks. Here are my snacks. And we're going to go and, I don't know, either knit and finish this documentary, or I could play some video games. I'm sorry for this angle. I'm still playing Fallout 4 and I'm trying to get through some of the main quests whilst G is away, because we've got some video games that we really want to play together once he is back. Hi! Oh, you gorgeous boy! You're so handsome. Oh, hello guys. It is Saturday morning. I have not picked my camera up in... Technically, actually, I've only not picked my camera up yesterday. I did vlog all day Thursday, but that was for a separate video, which is going to be coming soon. I have not had the best couple of days. I'm like properly withdrawing from these steroids and just feeling... I actually can't express how terrible I've been feeling. Steroid withdrawal is no joke, and I'm a bit annoyed. I'm not going to go into all of the reasons why I wasn't. I don't want to spend a lot of this vlog moaning or whining or talking about medical stuff, but yeah, I wasn't tapered off with the steroids. I am having withdrawals. Yesterday was an absolute write-off. I just could not do anything. Oh my god, my hair is madness right now. I was just falling all over the place. I'm so dizzy. I feel like my eyeballs are busting out my head. Heart palpitations, just awful. Like so dizzy. Luckily not too nauseous, but just so dizzy. Yesterday was really bad. I've woken up today feeling better, like better enough that I've done 10 minutes of like yoga stretching, which I haven't been able to do all week. I am spinning a little bit right now though. And I've just had a little quick hoover of the kitchen and like a little wipe down. I'm just trying to get the house looking nice because G is coming home today. I can't believe he's been away for like 6 days already. Excited for him to get home. He's going to be like super jet lagged, I reckon. And I did have dinner plans for tonight because it was our 6-year first date anniversary this week. So I booked us a restaurant, but I'm feeling so bad. I was just like, there's no point in forcing us to go out if I'm not feeling well still. I went to the post office on Thursday and nearly passed out in there, so I'm just like not in a good place. It's so upsetting as well because I had such nice plans for when G was away. I was going to go to my local knitting club last night. I've been looking forward to that for 2 months because I haven't been for 2 months. I was so excited to go and knit with some people and have a drink and meet some new faces and work on my project, and I just couldn't go. I literally couldn't leave the house. I was so sad about that. I did make it out on Thursday evening. I took myself to the theatre. I had a little solo theatre date, which I did film for a reel. And I did vlog that day as well. So I need to edit that next week. Solo theatre date was so fun. I went to see The Other Place again at the National Theatre with Emma Darcy. I had front row tickets and it was so good. They're such an amazing actor. Loved it. But this weekend we literally have no plans. I think tomorrow G wanted to go and look at some carpets for the house because we really want to get our carpets done. So yeah, we might potentially do that tomorrow. But apart from that, it's a pretty chilled weekend. I'm taking it easy. I sold some stuff on Vinted last night, so I need to pack all that up to go and post. I have to show you this package that arrived recently because it might be one of the best packages I've ever received. It's literally a box of our favourite peanut butter. Oh my god! And there was a Manilife event this week and I couldn't make it, but they very kindly sent some of their peanut butter, and I can talk you through these because I've tried a lot of them. This one here is my favourite, the Manilife Original Roast Crunchy. I think this one is my fave. G's favourite is this one, the one that I showed earlier in this vlog, I think. It's the Deep Roast Crunchy. And then we have the Original Roast Smooth and the Deep Roast Smooth. I actually don't think I've tried the smooth ones. I definitely prefer a nutty peanut butter. But yeah, if you haven't tried this peanut butter, you must. I actually bought some jars of these for my dad for his birthday. That sounds like the most random birthday present, but he's a massive peanut butter fiend, and I don't think he's very into his like healthy peanut butter without palm oil. I was just like, you need to try this, and I knew he probably wouldn't buy it for himself. So yeah, I bought him some of these, and like you guys know, if there's a great taste sticker on something, you know it's going to be good. You know it's going to be good. So very excited to have a whole cupboard now. Peanut butter. This is so weird. It's almost as if Maurice knows that G's coming home today. Why are you sat next to the door like that? Why are you the cutest, Maurice? What are you doing there? So I've spent a little bit of time this week working on knitting this jumper in the evenings. Still getting dizzy, but I do find it just so relaxing to just sit and knit, drink a cup of tea and knit. Oh my god, it's just, I'm so glad I found this hobby this year. It makes me so happy. So this jumper I'm working on, oh my god, my hands aren't working. This jumper is called the Yoon sweater by a knitwear designer called November Knits. This is the first pattern of theirs that I've made, and it's like definitely my most like extravagant jumper to date. It's so beautiful. I'm so happy with it. So it's like a chunky knit grey, but I'm using like a navy fluffy mohair yarn together with it, so it's like a dark navy grey, and it's got like a double folded collar, which is the first time I've done that. It's got these amazing increases that line up down the arms. I've done my first sleeve this week, which looks like this. It isn't like, once I wash it for the first time, it will really loosen up and grow and not be so kind of stiff. But yeah, this is the first sleeve. It's got a lot of ribbing on the end. I've just started working on the second sleeve here, so this is how much I've done. Hardly anything. And the body is like split into two at the bottom, and it has this really nice wide ribbing. I haven't finished the front or the back yet, but you can kind of see how it's gonna lengthen up and look like at the end. So I think I need like more, like 10 more centimetres of this ribbing at the bottom, and then it will be so long and it will have this nice high split at the sides. So yeah, I'm so excited about this jumper. I think I've got like, yeah, maybe a week or two left working on it, and then I'm so excited about the next project I'm going to start after this as well. This is so lame, right? But I bought this from Amazon. It's like a kid's counting toy, but it's been helping me track my rows, because I hate having to like keep count of what row I'm on in my head whilst I'm working, and I hate having to like keep a track of it on my phone. I used to just write it on my notes app, like what row I'm on, but that's so annoying. I have to like unlock my phone every time. So I got this and it makes it so much more fun. So once I do a row, I just pop that in, and it's so much more satisfying to use. So I'll link that down below if anyone is a knitter. And then also another amazing knitting purchase I've made are these cords, because you can like slip your, can I give you an example? You can like slip your needle onto this cord like that, and then you can like put your stitches on hold without having to like use spare yarn, and it's so much quicker and easier. So that's why it's got a lot of loose dangly bits on it. They're all my stitches that are on hold to be worked on later. But yeah, I want to get this second arm done, and then I can work out how long I want the body to be, depending on how much yarn I've got left for this jumper. I think I've got 3 balls of this left, so that's more than enough. G's on his way home now. He's like literally at Paddington, so he's in London. I'm gonna make us some healthy lunch for when he gets back, because I'm aware that in America the food is so, like, the portion sizes are huge and kind of unhealthy. Like the last time G went to America for work, he asked for a side of broccoli and it came loaded with cheese and bacon. And he thought he was being healthy. Yeah, so I know that he will want some vegetables when he gets back. So I'm gonna make us like a vegetarian miso noodle ramen-y lunch, which is a leftover gusto recipe. Also, I love watching knitting podcasts on YouTube whilst I knit myself. I like seeing what everyone else is working on. One of these really weird side effects of these steroids is, like, my face hurts. I can't really describe it, but like my jaw is so sore. My face is just so painful. Such a weird feeling.